So Gavin, a lot of people will have watched you win Best in Show at Crufts. You've been in dogs for quite a while, but there are people that have watched and will want to get started. How do you think they should go about that?
Yeah, to get started, obviously Crufts is kind of a bigger picture, long-term aim to get to kind of the dizzy heights that we got to this year. You've got to start finding yourself a dog. That's obviously first and foremost. Get yourself a dog, make sure it's the right breed for you. Then obviously you've got to go to training classes, local training class. They're going to help you and condition your dog so you know what you're doing. Then you've got a time to go to a local open show. And that's really the training ground for all the bigger kennels and top handlers have all come from through the years. Yeah. And then obviously, if you really get the bug, you can go further afield, and champ shows are the bigger shows where you can have from 5,000 to 20,000 dogs at a show. Yeah. And they're scattered all around the country, you know.
And asking questions is very specific to breeds, isn't it? It's not general, you have to be very specific.
Yeah, I mean, most breeds are different in some way. Hopefully you've gone to a breeder that will have gone through the specifics of that particular breed, but showing them as well, you need to make sure that when you are showing them that you are showing them in a breed-specific manner. That is important. Don't show a Pomeranian the same as you would show a Great Dane. Ask the relevant questions and watch the people who are doing well on a regular basis, because they're doing well for a reason.
You've been in dogs a lifetime. Tell us about
I'm not that old. But yeah, I have been a lifetime, yeah.
Tell us how you got involved in the breed you're in now.
My first breed was beagles, and my parents had a beagle, and that kind of set me on the road to having beagles. When I wanted another breed when I was a little bit older, maybe 8 or 9, we went to Crufts, as a lot of people do, and fell in love with actually the Italian Spinoni. And we realised that was probably too big for me. And the next day was hounds, and that was kind of where we saw the face and thought, oh, Petit looks a bit like a miniature Spinoni. And that is genuinely how we fell into having a Petit Basset, and it's kind of been ever since. So,
what's your inspiration to drive you to do better in the sport?
I love doing it. It's a hobby, but it's a drug. You know, if you win, you want to win more, and there's always trying to get a better dog and a different dog. And once you've won with a few dogs, you want to have a breeding program, and you want to try and breed one yourself and do well with that one. And it just there's so many avenues you could go, and aspirations. The sky's the limit. You know, you're only as good as your last dog. So once one dog's finished,
so that means you're quite good at the minute then.
Well, you got to try and find another one then. You know, so.
And Jilly always looked like she enjoyed herself in the ring. That's got to be vitally important.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Having a good show dog, it's got to have a good temperament. That is the fine line between a good one and a great one. They've got to enjoy it, make sure it's a fun thing. Don't just drag them around for hours on a lead at home, practicing them, make them stand for hours on end. You know, just let them be a dog. Let them enjoy themselves, make fun of it. Okay, you've got to have a little bit of practice, but still make it a game. Even when you're in the ring, don't make them stand in a procession for an hour. They're not going to do it, or they are going to do it, but then when you want them to move, they're not going to do it. So just the time that the judges focus on that dog, that's when you've got to concentrate. The rest of the time, let them enjoy it. And that is a real key thing on having a show dog that's going to last a period of time and enjoy it, you know, and become a good show dog. So it is important, definitely.
And you say it's a whole package. You have to have a good dog, and it has to be well conditioned. How should you start? How should you go about conditioning a dog?
Okay, conditioning is a huge thing, from temperament to attitude. If you've not got the temperament, you've not got the attitude, you're never going to have a great show dog. If you've got those, and you've got a dog that wants to do it, you've got to make sure that it looks the part. It's in condition, body-wise, weight-wise, muscle-wise, cleansing-wise. You know, the whole thing comes together. Now, most people know how to bath the dog, most people know how to do the dog's nails. You learn about the group, the coat, etc., etc. But sometimes you need that extra. So if bitches are dropping their hair, you might need a supplement to help get the hair back. You know, and that's where products like Lintbells and their products they have, some of them are so good, because if bitches do drop the coat, which is normal, this brings the coat back in. If you're after that real shine on the coats, you know, the oil that they can have in the coat, that keeps the coat growth in there, keeps the condition of it. And that can be the fine line. If you've got two good dogs and the judges, I'm not sure, and they're looking at a dog that's in gleaming condition, whether it be a short-coated dog or a fully fledged hairy dog, you know, that can be the deciding factor. And a lot of that, you know, is down to the extras that you give the dog, whether it be the additives or exercise and the grooming and things like that.